huye, taikie, rotorua. Woo! I am so excited for tonight.
Bro, so am I.
We've had a little reset through the week.
Yeah, I feel like my juices are flowing again.
Okay.
Charge the battery up. I'm running on E at the moment.
You got your Rose, don't you?
Electrical now. I'm a Tesla. Charged up, boom, I'm ready to roll.
That's it.
Come on.
We're not a Tesla though.
What are we?
We don't rock with Teslas. We rock with RDV, baby. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? In the engine.
Bro, I hate... why would I... LDV all day, baby. Let's pull.
Honestly, though, Rotorua, we have an absolute show for you planned tonight. You just wait.
Sir Howard Morrison Centre. If you're listening to this and you thought you want to come, we've got a couple of leftover walk-up tickets. If you still want to come, you can come along. Sir Howard Morrison Centre tonight. Rotorua, big thank you to Nando's.
Media for tickets if you need it.
Chemist Warehouse have all the vitamins you need this winter, moving into summer, like the Stay Active Sanderson Green Lipped Mussels, 220 capsules. Wow, Green Lipped Mussels, 220 capsules. Very, very good for only $42.99.
Very, very good.
Is that a real thing?
Good. Yeah, Sanderson's Green Lipped Mussels, 220 capsules.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what the mussels do for you.
I mean, I've got two, but on my biceps.
Vitamins available at Chemist Warehouse, who are proud sponsors of the morning shift.
Rolling with Chemist Warehouse.
Let's push.
Give me some.
Let's go. Never fold. 10 toes down, baby. You know who it is. I'm trying to be like you, my bud. Shush.
It's too late to turn back now.
The morning shift. Powered by Media.
Yes, Kia, good morning, good evening, and everything in between. It's a let's get it. Hey. Friday, we're here for our morning shifters from our misters to our sisters. We back for another show just in case you missed us. Do the dish show powered by Media. Rotorua tonight. My favorite hula,
Wellington on top. Oh. Don't be doing that. Wellington on Saturday. Stay blessed.
Don't stress.
We've got you covered like a sundress. Welcome to officially the #1 show. If you call down under your home, welcome to New Media.
The Post Media.
Let's push.
Say no more. Take your shoes off at the door. Everything you want, nothing you don't. Real people, real talk.
And if we ain't #1 in the charts, hopefully we're #1 in your heart.
Let's get it Friday!
I'll wait for that every week. I'll wait for that every week. It's Friday, baby.
We get to hear that twice today, baby. Let's pull.
You know what? You don't got to lock in today. Just clock in. Just clock in, man. If you want to be that guy that just clocks in.
Oh, no.
Don't make me tell you off. Who am I?
No.
I need to get my own ducks in order.
Oh, no.
All good. Well, that's a good segue into the show, eh? Look, like, all good. I don't know if it's right for me to share this on the show, but I want to be transparent, you know? I've been working on my tax a little bit, and I got a call from the tax man yesterday after overviewing the last 4 or 5 years. And
4 or 5 years?
What's that word that starts with C? Catastrophic would be the word to...
cataclysmic.
What's the other one, D? Diabolical would be the call that happened last night. And you know what? I thought, warts and all, baby.
Warts and all.
Transparency, keeping it real, and you know what? The Lord provides.
Come on now, talk about it.
I don't know if you're going to provide that much, you know what I mean? But I want to talk about it because I think it's good.
Okay. Also on the show, we didn't get the chance on our last show to kind of finish off unexplained messages from the other side. I'm still there, man. I'm playing poker. I'm all in.
We got a good show because I feel like we just need to sit in that break today.
In the pocket. Yeah, we'll try our best to do that. So we got all of those coming up on the show. Mark, what's up?
Gentlemen, this would usually be a time where someone would bring, some emotion, something that's going on in their lives. But the thing that I wanted to bring today to the show on a Geddit Friday, I got a message from Shay, who helps run his brother's band named Sun and Water. Now, he was keen for us to take a listen to their new song. It's called Home.
Okay.
Released today on all platforms.
Let's go.
Now we have written permission, just if anyone's listening in.
I hate we have to do this.
Yeah. Written permission to play it out, as they are the rights owners and independent rights owners. So
we are also not financial advisors.
Yeah, boys and shifters.
No, we're not.
We are far from it. Sun and water. I want you to think, close your eyes and see if this takes you to the place that you feel like home.
Yeah, I'm in. What, we fishing? You caught me.
I'm at Paranormal right now.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Good job, let's go. I'm mentioning the place.
Yeah, man. Well done. Well done.
Your troubles don't matter now.
Oh, muscle marks on the coast already.
The people sing one day.
Oh, I feel better
I
already.
know that place, it's close to my heart. Well, come with me and I can take you there.
Oh, he got home.
So by the day and sing by the night. Well, come with me and
Play it
I
now.
can take you home.
Yeah, I know.
Are you listening, everybody? I love it. Area.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, skank it a little bit.
Wow.
So that is Sun and Water. The song
I like
is
this part
Home,
of the song. This is where they're getting at today.
featuring My Shame.
Nah, this might be a summer sleeper.
That's
This
what
might
I'm
be a
thinking
summer
too.
sleeper.
We're headed towards summer.
Yeah, no. This might start it off. Well done, Sun and Water.
Where's my space? I need my Summit Ultra. I like that. I feel warm in my soul.
Shay, we love it.
Beautiful.
Thank you for sending it through, and thank you for making great music. Sun and Water, there we have it. It's called Home, available on all your streaming platforms as of today.
Track.
Released today.
You rolled the dice there, Mark.
I did.
You knew it was good though, didn't you?
I felt it. I felt it in my soul.
But so, Mark, I generally, even Boy Soda, even ones in the past, you're 100%.
You are.
I feel like you're
Who are you
100%.
talking to?
You know
Who are
what?
you not giving credit to?
You bring that energy to Friday Forgotten Bangers, and we might have a
Back off me.
segment.
Back off me. I'm feeling that right now.
Let's get it. Love that. Let's get into Daily Bread.
Daily Bread, brought to you by Bargain Box, New Zealand's most affordable meal kit. Nice.
100% nice. That is right, guys. Daily Bread, breaking bread with the news of today.
Serve up tasty, nutritious, crowd-pleasing meals the whole whānau will love from as little as $6.95 per plate with New Zealand's most affordable meal kit. That is Bargain Box. It is August 22nd. That is 234 days deep into the year. 131 left to get her done.
Get her done.
Did you know today, back in 1851, hear that number, 1851, was the day that the first America's Cup race took place.
1851?
Yeah.
Rich in history, man.
Was
how
Prada
old it is, bro.
sponsoring them back then, or?
You know what? It is the oldest, that's why they call it the old mug. It's the oldest sporting, thing.
Makes complete sense though, right? Because
Yeah.
ships and sailing, yeah.
And crazy that we are still so good at it.
After all this time.
After all this time, little old us do it really, really well. But yeah, today in 1851. It's also International Bao Day today, honouring the delicious steamed
bao bun?
bun.
Bao.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Love a
bro.
good bao bun.
Oh,
Hard to find one these days though.
a good one.
Sometimes the pork's a little bit too thick. Sometimes cold, you know. But hey, look, I'm grateful.
A great
And I
bao.
won't be buying any more anyway, because I don't have money.
Honestly,
Explain
can't.
later in the show.
It's World Plant Milk Day as well, celebrating plant-based alternatives and sustainable choices. Yeah, almond milk.
Do you think?
What else is there?
I get
Soy
confused
milk?
that I'm going to say something stupid in these parts, so I just
No,
kind
we
of
don't do
leave it
soy.
out.
We don't do soy.
Yeah.
Oat.
Milk. There's oat milk.
Beautiful.
I don't think
know
I don't think there's as big a difference as you think it might be.
No, it is. It is a big difference.
I think it's the
Oat and soy?
they're
No.
siblings.
No, I know what you mean. Like actually the contents of them, yes. But I know what you mean by like the
Yeah, like
the aesthetic of them.
yeah.
Might I
I think
suggest
it's supposed to
something,
be-
though? Might I suggest something moving forward? Do we have to call it plant milk? Milking's a weird kind of thing to be doing to a
You're
nut.
going to annoy someone, Mark. Yeah, it's milk. That's why we.
You know what I mean? Like, can't we call it the juice of that thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are we calling it the milk?
Juice sounds like like steroid up a little bit, like juiced up.
The orange juice, you know, almond juice rather than almond milk, milking them nuts. You know, I'm just...
Okay. I see what you're
yeah,
doing
you got
there.
that. You got it. You got it out
grew
there.
up on a farm, though.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm being rude.
Save them.
All right, this is quite intense, guys, but it did come out this week. Teen who unalived his dad in fight over electronics walks free after judge shows mercy. In Las Vegas court case, 16-year-old Lincoln Peterson, who shot and unalived his father, Jeremy Peterson, during an argument over electronics in 2024, was sentenced to probation instead of prison time, despite prosecutors' push for a 6-year sentence. District Judge Tierra Jones opted for a lenient sentence, citing strong family support for Peterson. The incident occurred after his parents took away his electronics due to poor grades, leading to a confrontation where Peterson, after being struck with a belt by his mother, grabbed a handgun and unintentionally unaliving his father. Peterson pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter, expressed remorse, and has been attending school and reading extensively while in custody. His mother and sister expressed forgiveness despite their grief.
A gun. Like,
That's
So he would have been maybe just 14 or 15?
I'm going to send you some things to switch up your algorithm. That's a heavy.
Yeah, I know, but it's news.
I just want to say, though, I love that we live in this country where there are so many restrictions on gun ownership.
Bro, same.
Because the gun is such a massive jump and has such massive repercussions over anything else. Like, a gun is so definite. And what I'm trying to say is, when you are growing up and trying to learn your emotions, and you're trying to learn that, you know, how far you can go with your anger and how to control it and all those kinds of things, to have a full stop sitting right next to you to be able to grab it and then utilize it, like that to me is mind-boggling. And growing up in Aotearoa where it's really tough to own a gun in this country, and that's the first thing that pops into my mind. A young boy trying to learn learn to control his anger. He had the availability to reach for the full stop. And that's probably one of the saddest parts of this.
It's obviously a horrible case, but the judge is probably exercising the forgiveness and then foreshadowing, you know, the kid being so young, learning a mistake, actually learning in this way, never to do it again, then going to jail, becoming a statistic, all of the other things that happen with that. So
totally. And he's going to have to live with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
forever,
the thing none of us
100%.
will think about. Like, that would be, yeah. Anyways.
My daily bread for today. Now, as a head... Oh, no. Have I just lost it?
Yes, he's lost
That's
it.
okay. That's fine. I know what it is.
Oh.
As a headline, you probably don't think it's too bad, but I'm looking deeper into this. James Cameron. Incredible director. Did Titanic. He's done Avatar.
Wait, what? Why is that face, Jordan? James Cameron is...
I'm gonna let you talk first. I don't know about James Cameron, bro.
Has been an incredible director. Actually, that's the...
I mean, was the Titanic that good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was, bro. It was
I mean, the
product of time.
Avatar is actually a rip off another native, you know, race in their story, you know, that he's telling. Anyway,
Third one looks good. The trailer for the third one just dropped too.
I'm
but
still watching, but I'm just saying.
Titanic is one of the greats too. Great soundtrack. Beautiful. Anyway, what has just happened to James Cameron is he's officially just become a New Zealand citizen.
Hey!
So I see that headline and I go, oh, you know, it's cool. You know, James Cameron. What does he know?
Kia ora, hear me?
What does he know?
He would have had to learn the Te Reo version of the anthem too, because they have to sing it.
Do they? Well, that's good.
Hear me,
If I see him on
now.
the streets, I'm gonna be going,
Hear me,
hey, you finished the sentence.
I'm a road.
Hey. No, he also bought
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What does he know? Why does he want to become a New Zealand citizen?
he bought one of the largest dairy farms just to put them out of production
That'll
because they're
be
vegan.
There you go. Does he have a bunker somewhere? Does he own land in Queenstown?
Did you know
Or
that?
maybe just south of Queenstown?
Yeah.
See?
I like that though, hear me, Cameron. It's got something. He's got a ring to it, you know. I swear, he's gonna do good things for this country.
Oh, I hope
I hope so.
Bring more
I
movies
hope
here.
so.
Australia's been, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Australia's been sneakily going about changing their laws to try and make it easy to make films in Australia. We need Hemi making his films here.
We got Weta doing it today. I did just think he probably does spend heaps of time in Wellington at Weta. There is that.
Film industry. Money.
Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, James Cameron, he one of us.
Kia ora, Hemi.
What up, gang?
me.
Welcome to the team.
That is your daily bread. Breaking bread with the news of today.
This is the morning shift.
What's the date today?
The 22nd of August.
All right, I'll always remember it because it's the day my life ended. You know, it's you know how you watch sunsets and you look at the beauty in life. That is no longer my reality. It is just grey, dark, and barren.
Food doesn't taste the same.
Oh my goodness, that reminds me of the scene in Lion King. Like the
The
elephant
shadowy
yeah,
place. Yeah.
Oh, you're in the elephant graveyard.
I'm not even Scar or the hyenas. I'm the elephant tusks that has rotted away, that they're using as a slide to get away.
Still valuable though.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
though?
The tuskers.
Yeah.
Ivory.
Less scary in the movie without it, right?
So where do I start, Shifters? And look, I'm okay with being honest because I got a lot of faith in life. I'm still very hopeful. But it's not that I've been avoiding tax.
It's such a line, eh?
Wait a minute. Okay.
Because I've been paying tax
Right.
on everything. So
Oh,
just life in the last 5 years, you know, it's been a whirlwind, you know. There's different few things I can't even talk. Few things working here. Your salary, then you're contracted to other things, and you have income stream coming from here. And it's just something that I haven't really got on top of because everything that I get paid gets taxed.
Oh no.
So you thought.
Yeah. No.
Don't fill in the gaps yet.
Okay.
So I finally meet with someone to sit down and talk about tax, and you know, the first meeting's great. You know, we're talking about, you know, do we start a trust? You know,
Put my name in a
and,
business.
and suddenly I'm seeing new colours in the world. You know, sole trader business, things like that. You know, all the options under the sun. Last week I was looking at, you know, potentially getting us a new vehicle. You know, off that government's offering through 1%.
But you talked to me about this last week.
1% interest rate on
tax
on
rebate.
EV cars for the tax rate. All that. I'm like, man, I'm moving up. You know, we're doing all right. And anyway, I have this meeting last night, and it's booked for 7:30 p.m. At 7:25 p.m., my tax guy says, "Hey, bro, just a heads up for this call. Just prep yourself."
Oh shit.
And I'm like, what a strange text to send someone before you have a meeting. And I already had a figure in my head, and I probably slapped another, for safety measures, another 10, 15 on it for like shock factor. You know what I mean? Just, you know, it's been 4 or 5 years, you know, and I haven't done any tax refunds or claimed expenses or anything. So I'm thinking, they owe me! They might owe me some money, you know what I'm saying? They might owe your boy. So we start the call, and my man pulls up the Excel spreadsheet, and extensive, right? First thing that got me, I ain't that much in 2022, because I felt poor the whole year. And, you know, the whole time you're just going, get to the number, bro. Get to the, you know, like it takes about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He's highlighted in yellow. my eye kind of catches it, you know? And I'm like, hey, that's got to be what I earn. That's got to be what I earn in some year. That's got to be what... I mean, it's pretty low, but I mean, it's got to be what I earn. He says, bro, this is what we'll need to file for you to pay. Do you want to know the amount? Mark and Brooke. Matsu and Brooke.
Yes.
You want to know the amount?
No.
I just want to know, is it provisional or is it post?
So what had happened was, yes, Jordan, you're paying tax on everything. I said, I haven't been avoiding it. I seen the, you know, that withholding, or like, you see that, don't you? He said, yeah, but it's being taxed at the wrong rate.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a letter. The letter killed you.
I said, technically that's not an avoidance, you know? He said, they don't care, Jordan.
Wait. That is one thing that I can categorically agree with. They don't care.
Yeah.
They said, Jordan, they don't care. I said, how do we get them to care? And he said, they don't. I said, well, what are we going to do? And he said, what are you going to do?
That's your number, not ours.
The number, Brooke and Mark.
Gee.
Bro.
Well, you Ronaldo with that kind of text. What?
Don't be saying that. Bro,
I have never seen a number that big.
Yo.
Wow, what are you...
don't say that.
What
You've
are
never
you
seen a number
doing?
that big.
Unbelievable.
Oi. But hey, there's a positive. You've been doing well.
No,
You know
no,
what?
I haven't been
Find the
doing
silver
well.
lining.
It was that 3 years I ordered Uber Eats every day for dinner because I didn't have a partner loving me and supporting me. And
We might have to do some more live shows.
are we doing Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne? I'll see you there myself. If they're not keen, I'm doing it on my own. So he says the number, and I literally, it's like I've died. And then you know what? Just instantly, I thought, this is amazing. This is what I need. You know what I mean? And you know what? I don't feel guilty. Like I know like the wrong tax bracket. It's ignorance on my part in that way, but it's not like I've been trying to like go backdoor and avoid, and it could have been like way worse. But I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna let this weigh me down. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna pay this off. We're gonna find a way. If we need to live more frugal, if we need to get it out the mud. Like I just felt like this. I actually told the guy, I said, bro, can you just let me have the night? Like, he goes, I get it, man. It's all good. We'll talk soon. Went and told Nat. She wasn't tripping, you know? She was like, I've seen people with way worse. I was like, okay. But Mato Mark just said that's the worst he's ever heard. So, but, you know, I'm just like, this is why I pray every day, okay? Because there's prayers that you pray and you're thankful that God knows who you are because you pray every day. But I will say is that, and yes, I am a faith, and I do know that we're going to work it out. But also, faith will get you somewhere. God's still like, help yourself, mate. Help yourself. And so we'll figure out how to do this.
This is not
Facts.
This is not absolute facts. This is not an uncommon thing to happen. If you aren't, and this is what always does my head in about
I'm checking mine right now.
about the financial sector. If you don't know about when your tax bracket changes and you have to change the number,
And that's what it was, bro.
I mean, how hard is that? Not everybody gets taught that at school.
Bro.
Not all of us went to learn that at school.
And the lie of like, I'm paying it, you're getting yours. I don't.
Bro, you
know,
only
know?
had it come to fruition because you've met with an accountant who works in that field over and over again. He identifies that and goes, okay, cool, this is what we're going to have to do. But it's alarming how hard it is, and how hard it is to get out the mud and stay out the mud by knowing all the stuff that you're supposedly supposed to know. And accountants are expensive. They are an expensive.
Bro, they're so
asset to have.
expensive.
It's-
Holy.
And also, like, everyone says talk about it, but like, people don't want to talk about it.
Totally.
Like, I'm talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
as much as I can, I'm gonna talk through this process. You know what I mean? Like, even how everyone talks about it, and then you hear your mate has a good accountant, but they don't want to share their accountant with you. Like, all these like little weird things that happen with money, and it's like, but this could be incredibly terrible news and can make me distraught, and I can just sit in it. What?
I just checked mine. What is this? That's more than I thought. I don't know how I even know that. I'm normally up to date.
Shut up. I was hoping it would be like but also like I'm excited. I'm excited because I know once I get to this and I actually do the things that I need to and I understand it, not only will I help myself, but I'm going to be energized to help others. You know, and cool way to learn the lesson. But man, hey, we up, baby.
We got you,
We
baby.
up.
We
We
got you.
blessed. Kids are healthy.
My shout
Family's
for lunch,
healthy.
brother. I
I'm
got you.
healthy. Look at what we're doing on the potty. This tour was for free.
We'll see you soon, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth.
you might have to cover the last 4 shows. You know, I'm sick.
This is the morning shift.
Look, Shift Nation, you know you've been on the journey with me over this last week. I'm playing poker, baby. I'm all in on this. You know, this paranormal, unexplained messages from the other side. I'm new here, but boy, whew, I'm here. I'm in. 2 feet. Landed on the Whenua.
Unexplained messages from the other side.
Yeah, so we were going to do this yesterday, but then someone sent through this beautiful message that Jordan read out. And then I know that we're in this content game, but I zoned out. You know, I kind of had this, if you listen to the show.
Yeah, the message for you.
Yeah, there was a message for me and I couldn't really grasp where I was. And there was this explosion of emotions. And so we left it there, but there have been so many messages of like an unexplained message from the other side. And I want to read some of these out. Shift Nation, we got a bunch of voices that came through. I also hope if you have maybe felt some of these messages that come through, because there was 1 or 2 of a very similar message that came through a lot. That you go, oh, well, hold on, that's a bit of me, and maybe you can dig a little bit deeper into it. But what are some unexplained messages from the other side? Jordan, I want to start with, I want to read some out from the shifters first.
Absolutely. And also to everyone that have sent these messages, we received these with so much love, and thank you for sharing them, because some of them are whānau, but I do find this stuff so interesting.
So interesting.
Unexplained messages from the other side. My brother and I had the exact same dream the exact same night about the exact same woman who was terrorizing us, and we woke up at the exact time, early hours of the morning. Sat up in bed and looked at each other at the exact time, stunned. We shared a room and had 2 single beds in it against opposite walls. We finished each other's sentences when describing the dream we just had, and after that dream we both never saw and dreamt of her again. We still chat about it to this day, and no, we're not twins. We are 3 years apart. Happened when we were kids, still stays with us as adults now.
Wow. I just got a shot of goosebumps up the right-hand side. That's the sleeping arrangement that my brother and I had growing up as well. On either side of the wall, but I imagine just waking up in the middle of the night, both looking at each other and finishing each other's sentences about what they just dreamed about.
Spooky though, eh?
There's a whole other thing operating, that we can't see. This one, unexplained messages from the other side. My dad was the exact replica of my grandpa, especially the way they walked. They had the same build and everything. When my grandpa passed, I went outside and saw my dad walking down the road. I called his name. He turned, smiled back at me, kept on walking. I walked back in the house, and my dad walks out of the bathroom.
Oh my.
Look,
Right, yeah.
Look at my arms.
I wonder what that feels like. Like for closing, maybe opening. You know, like 2-3 weeks ago, I would have heard these messages, and I hope if you're listening to this and you're similar to me, I would have been like, shut up. That can't happen. Bro, I'm here now. You know, like I'm believing these stories. And I can't imagine feeling that, experiencing that.
I said to say, we went and saw someone that, and since then, that was about 18 months ago, I've since said, I don't know if I'd go and see someone, since going back to God really, and like my own faith and just exercising that. But it's okay to be curious, and Nat still thinks like that, and that exists between our relationship, and it's fine. But she said, was my great grandfather, and I've said this already, but just quickly, like he said, you're getting a brand new car, don't get the blue one. And our first LDV utes, Mark took the blue one.
Didn't warn me, did you?
Because I wasn't supposed to have it.
Right.
But I was at the time.
He missed the tax part?
I was at the time. You know what else is crazy? She said, y'all got a nice house. You're going to have I see big windows with a massive view. I was looking at that like, she's probably saying it in 20 years, but that's all good. Sorry, but no, this is something.
It's a difference too, just quickly, you said believe it. So I think people should be open to it. Whether you believe the story,
that's it.
Whether you believe that story in particular is entirely up to you. But being open to something else, it's nice.
Yeah, and there was, like, I can't even begin to tell you how many messages came through. We were just inundated, flooded with messages of stories of the unexplained messages.
Another one?
Yeah, I'm in.
One time, actually, the first time I ever slept over at my best friend's house, we slept in her mum's room because her bed could split into 2 single beds. We were 16, 17 years old at the time, and when we went to sleep, I was dreaming about her mum's room from a security camera point of view, and there was this black shadow standing at the end of the bed, and it was floating above me. Moves over to my best mate's bed, floats above her, and then kind of like floats into her. When the black shadow goes into her, it starts to lift her up, and I screamed. My best mate and her mum wake up. Her mum stormed into the room, making sure we're all good. I told her what happened in my dream. My best mate was freaking out with me, and then her mum blurts out, I thought I was the only one dreaming that dream.
Nah.
About a week after the incident, my mate's best mum organised a medium/psychic to come bless the house. Not only did she find the black shadow, she found around 6 or 8 other spirits of Wairua, all attached to that house in different places of the property.
Wow.
Ever since that night, though, myself and my best mate knew we were going to be best mates for a long time.
Yeah, dope. I always want to know the like there was 6 to 8 spirits there, like.
The origin.
Yeah.
Why it happened.
Can they leave? Can they not?
This is a huge thing about karakia, right?
Yes.
You know, and some of our politicians, have been saying, why do you need all this hui and all this, kaupapa that needs to go into building sites and buildings? This is why. Like, these karakia aren't just for formalities,
That's like
for
a
photo
box.
opportunities.
Yeah. It's deeper than that. All right. I'm loving this.
I'm the same. Let's sit in it.
We have some voices. I'm going to leave the name out, but here's our first voice for unexplained messages from the other side.
Kia ora, brothers. So yeah, we worked on a site over in Hobsonville back in 2021, and every few days, like, this old Māori lady would come and visit us. And at first we didn't realise what was happening. But we found out that we were building on an old Navy, like, nursing barracks. And she was dressed like a World War II nurse. And she was always looking for a dog. And we'd always just sort of, just ignore it. Like, she'd be standing in the corner asking where her dog is. She'd call us by our names. And then one day she was in the room with me, and she was asking me where Egypt was, and Egypt is my nan's name, and I started freaking out, like ringing everyone in my family, go to Nan's house, check on Nan, what's going on. She told me one day that my auntie was cold, and that she fell over in the snow, and I was like, what are you on about? Like, what auntie, what are you? And then my auntie, who was in Hamilton at the time, was heading back to Hawke's Bay, and her car hit black ice just going through Taupo. And they got stranded on the side of the road in the snow, and she was cold. She fell in the snow, I guess. So, all of that, but not once did she give me any hint of a lotto number. So, just unhelpful, really.
I believe it.
That's what I'm talking
I believe it, man.
I could be wrong on this, but I always get the feeling that there's something that's keeping the other side present in our world. And just something as simple as looking for the nurse's dog could be the origin, or the that could be the thing that's keeping that spirit in particular here, which is sad to me, because looking for your dog would be, as a dog owner, would be super traumatic, but
In that
also
loop.
beautiful. Yeah.
In that loop. But Egypt, Nan's name. Bro.
Sorry to go further into this, but it reminds me. So my partner's father had a horrendous fall. He fell backwards off a deck and hit his head so hard on the concrete path that he did so much damage. His brain swelled. They had to cut part of his skull out to try and keep him alive. Right? They thought he was gone, or he would probably have some type of brain damage afterwards. And I say this because it reminds me of a story like that where you're looking for your dog. The first thing and the only thing he could think about for about 3 weeks after he came to and he started to recover was he was on his last cigarette and he had to go to the dairy and grab another. And he kept on saying, I just got to jump up out of this bed and go grab some more ciggies from the dairy. It was the same memory / same thing that was on repeat in his brain through that entire time, and that was the most important thing. Nicotine had gone out of his system by then. He was 2 months into this, and that was the same thing that kept on circular, and it was all he could talk about. Reminds me of the spirits.
And forgive me if we're doing anything wrong right now. Like we're trying to tread lightly, but if we're doing something wrong, we apologize. But we're trying our best to make sure we're doing this in the right way.
Absolutely.
Let's go another voice and then we'll get into that. Okay, one more voice. Here we go.
So when my son was around 2 years old, he used to lay in bed and point up to the ceiling and say, Margaret, hi Margaret, Margaret. And I would ask him who he was talking to, and he would say, Mum, it's Margaret, see? And he was so adamant that somebody was there. I would say, buddy, I don't see anyone. And he would be like, Mum, it's Margaret, see? She's got glasses on. This went on for weeks until one day I clicked. Margaret was the name of my late Nana. My son had never seen or met her. Once I'd kind of figured out who I thought he may have been talking about, I showed him an old photo of her. And completely unprompted, he looked at the photo and he shouted, Mum, it's Margaret. I'd heard of things like this happening before with kids seeing spirits or loved ones that had passed over, but I didn't believe it until that moment.
Go!
Wow. I love this, eh?
That is. There was actually a lot of messages that came through, very similar as it was like the message was being sent through the kid. There was a lot of that. That was a common theme or a common thread of a lot of these messages that came through.
They do say kids are more in tune, as in like they're more receptive to messages because they're not tailored to be thinking a certain way and charging straightforward jobs, etc., school. Kids do look around. They do take the time to hear, to
more
listen,
open
to see. Yeah.
That's the whole theory, or like, I don't even know what the theory is, but that's the opposite, right? Like we have woke culture where they're trying to tell us we need to wake up to something, but it's actually, the truth is actually reverse, is that when we actually are on the money, we're remembering. We're not waking up to a new idea. It's the fact that we're remembering. That's why kids can hear this infant process
like
information
inverted.
better, because they're closer to
Being tapped in.
It's crazy.
I know I'm into this. I'm fully just like...
I'm fully into this. Unexplained messages from the other side. I was outside one quiet afternoon, hanging laundry, when I suddenly heard a man's voice call my name. Certain it was my dad, I called back that I'd be right in. But when I stepped inside, the house was completely empty. Hours later, the phone rang with news that my uncle had passed. At nearly the exact moment I'd heard that voice. What chills me still is that he called me by my family nickname, a name only those closest to me had ever used. I can't help but believe it was his way of saying goodbye.
No.
To clarify, our families live in different countries, and his passing was sudden, so we didn't know what had happened until a couple of hours later when my cousins had some time to themselves to call us.
I love that he came to say goodbye.
That one, those goodbye ones, those, I imagine that as I take my last breath on this earth, part of my spirit will toy with that idea of wanting to tell everyone, or
It's all right.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So when I hear those ones, they get me, because I'm like, you have to love so powerfully, right, to experience that. And like, I know for people that get these messages, man, that's all they need.
I'm with you. I hope, yeah, same. But as I go, I can hug. I don't know how you do that, but like, very similar to what's happening here is you can hug the. It'd be winter on the way out. So we good.
We're gonna.
Yeah, well, we got
time.
So
we're
fully arms folded.
We're not
facing the wrong
rushing
way.
this process today. We're getting a big podcast.
Talk to me, Mark.
Unexplained messages from the other side.
So my mum died 4 years ago, and every single night I see her standing at the edge of my bed watching me. It is kind of creepy, but also kind of weird. I've also seen my grandfather standing at the edge of my bed as well, but it's not their faces, it's just like red eyes staring at me. It's honestly the creepiest thing to see, especially at that time of night. I genuinely don't know how I can go back to sleep after seeing that. But yeah, that's pretty normal for me.
That person's tapped in there, because that's such like powerful imagery to like receive messages from that side. Like, that's not, well, nothing's normal, right? But seeing that and that frequent, like, that person's got something special.
Absolutely.
That actually reminds me of this message that come through. Unexplained messages from the other side. Sorry. I've had a phobia of turning on light switches for as long as I can remember. I only gotten over it when I hit the age of 26. I'm now in my mid-30s. When I was 7 years of age, I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. I walked into the hallway, and using the walls to guide my way to the light switch, I turned it on. Just when I turned it on, the light bulb popped. Right in front of my eyes, I saw my grandmother standing there in the hallway. I froze and just stood there staring back at her, and then she disappeared through the walls. The following week it happened again. Turned the light switch on and pop, my grandmother standing there staring at me. This became the norms for me until I reached the age of 24, 25. Is why I'm always hesitant to turn any light switches on at night. Light bulbs always popped, and standing there was my grandmother staring at me.
Bro, these are it, bro.
I reckon Grandma may be one of those people who like to save power. You don't need that light on. Hey, those ones? That's what I reckon I'll do when I come back.
All those little like pesty ones, like.
But also,
Like changing a light bulb isn't the worst thing in the world, but it is still annoying, like again.
But he said the first sighting was 7 and it stopped at 25. 24, 25. So it's...
Yeah, I'm turning into Bane, bro. I'm working in the dark. It's a long time.
A lot of power saved.
Can we... Mark, there's more voices, right?
There are.
Yeah, let's go.
Hello. Irish Shifter here. First time calling in. So, paranormal. Since I was about 4, I have always seen this really tall, shadowy figure. You can't really make it out. It's just a shadow. He's always wearing like a trench coat and he's got this fedora hat on. Can't see a face either. It's always covered in shadow. Since I was a kid, I always used to see it walking up and down outside my bedroom door when my parents used to turn off my bedroom light and leave the light on in the hallway. It used to terrify me. And then I've seen it quite a few times throughout my life. And then I Googled it when I was about 18 or 19 and found out it's a phenomenon that loads of people have seen around the world. So it's a shared phenomenon. And then I Googled images on it and they're the exact same as what I've seen. So This weird hat man that just follows me around and has followed me all over the world. I've seen him in various locations.
I literally have a friend who's told me a story about that.
That was the most common one that came through. It's called the Hat Man Mystery.
He's got the most crazy story about it happening in the New York Library. But I can't recite it, but...
Yeah, that was the one. And
what is that, eh? What is like that? Like, what connects those people to see that?
To see the one? It's, he sent a photo through of what he ChatGPT'd, you know, what he could see. And it's like a silhouette, I think, the Undertaker from wrestling. It's that silhouette.
Oh my gosh.
And apparently it's called the Hat Man Mystery. Wow. Yeah. But Jordan's right. Like, what connects you to all...
Why are you all seeing?
Yeah, why you get to see him out? Actually, I'm not trying to tap into anything I didn't need to tap into.
I don't think it's our choice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. But if it is, I'm not trying to do anything yet. You feel me?
I got one more to read.
Okay, one more and we're done.
Unexplained messages from the other side. I have so many. But my partner has passed now. But a few weeks ago, I was dropping our son off at my cousin's place for a sleepover. My son always has been obsessed with my cousin's long-term partner and said to son, he's 3, "Are you excited to see uncle?" My son says, "No. Daddy told me we aren't friends with him anymore." I thought that was messed up. Like, are you talking to your dead papa? But I asked him a few more times, and every time his response was, "No, Daddy said he told me we're not friends with uncle anymore, so I won't talk to him." The next week, uncle broke up with my cousin out of the blue. They're not together anymore.
That's him, bro. Talk to Papa.
I had a strange moment there when we were probably 2 voices deep where I felt this cold around this area here. This is just being honest. There was just a cold around this elbow. It wasn't like I'm cold. It was like a cold area. Aircon's turned off. I checked. You'll see if you go back through the footage about 3 voices deep, and I have this look of confusion because whilst we were talking about all of this, and I'm not geeing anything up here, the most strangest smell took me back to my childhood, came through, and that's why I'm like, what is... And I keep looking, and it's the smell, a non-offensive smell, but it's the smell of my father's breath when he's just had a coffee and he's driving his ute. And then this cold feeling over my right-hand shoulder. Just this in a very particular space. And I haven't heard from Dad since he passed.
That's
a
what
couple
I'm
of years
talking
back.
about.
But it took me straight back. I was like, what is that? There'll be a chance where you'll see me actually sniff my mic. I'm like, is it something? But it's the most craziest, like that to me, I was just like, wow, he's just letting me know. Which was, sorry, I didn't want to make this about me. I didn't even think I'd say anything.
That's what we're doing.
But I also want to let Dad know that I felt that. I felt that. And you were playing with was playing with this, which is like an air scent freshener from Chemist Warehouse. And it was definitely not that smell, because this is quite strong. It just, all of a sudden, the strong scent came over and I was like, there he is.
Oh, man.
Maybe this is a good time for whatever your faith is or what you believe in, that it's most likely that you're not alone, you know? Maybe that's what you need to hear today. Where you're driving, how you're living, at work, wherever you're going. If you do have people that have passed on that love you dearly, that you're not alone. I think that's
beautiful message.
That's a beautiful message.
I also want to just double down and say, believe is such a strong word. Believe is such a strong word. It almost feels like you've committed to something. I would suggest openness.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
And also big love to everybody who sent messages through. It's a sacred, special place that, you know.
Absolutely.
You're sending this from, so we appreciate you sending those messages through.
Love that. Hey, boys, that's the show.
Mark, I love that for you, baby.
And may your people check on you. Love you. See you tomorrow.
This is The Shift.